What up, what up?
If you go to History Hit TV, you can either follow the information below this video, or just Google History Hit TV, and use the code TIMELINE. You get a special
back in the dorm room. Back in the
In the
motherfucking
meantime,
door.
enjoy this video.
Play some Halo and shit.
Roughly 1/3 of the planet shares the same common belief that Jesus Christ, the Son of God, was born on Christmas Day, died on a cross, and was resurrected by the power of God.
But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy that
The story of Jesus gives meaning to Christian lives. It is the very glue that binds their faith and guides their actions.
has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger."
But one man who has devoted his entire life to Christianity has concluded there is absolutely no evidence an historical Jesus ever lived.
Christianity made a rather fateful error in the early centuries of its life, in which it took the message which it had and liberalized it. Where and how the whole
So
thing
talking to the computers on Amazon right now. I see two computers
we now
on
know
Amazon.
is still veiled in
Let's see what's going on with that.
A dark mystery locked away for millennia in the strange code of an ancient stone. Its secrets contain the discovery of a new story of Jesus Christ, one written 3,000 years before his birth.
Ordinary people suspect that there's a lot more there to be told that they haven't been told. And the truth is that there was cover-up.
A cover-up Tom Harper believes was designed to protect the Christian church and to mask the true identity of Jesus Christ.
Look at this shit.
In the town of Bethlehem, a narrow passage burrows deep
I'm
into a wall of
detoxing out
stone.
this week.
It leads to one of the most sacred
Not on
places on
drugs,
earth.
just stay away from
Christians come
smoking
here,
tobacco.
as they have for centuries,
I don't
to
drink, I haven't
celebrate the
drank
birth of Jesus
in
Christ.
years.
Firefight. Dig in and defend this area, Spartan.
The story started when Jesus was born here in an inn.
Skull.
The first Christians observed this place by building inside it a place for prayer.
Oh, the different handles and the different buttons.
Now it was words for prayer.
Virgin birth in his has been an ordained Anglican priest for more than 40 years. He's also a professor of New Testament English, a Rhodes Scholar, and a best-selling author. All his life, he believed explicitly in the Christ of the Gospels. Yes, I didn't know
Reinforcements.
It is the plan of human consciousness and is the means whereby we ultimately know God and come to be like God.
But for most Christians, the connection to God is made directly through the established figure of Jesus Christ.
What happened here in Jerusalem that only happened once and happened nowhere else on the face of the earth? Yes, exactly. This man behind me's got the answer right here. Thank you. Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected here. So that's the important thing. However,
At the Holy Land experience, the Christian is hard. To the life of Jesus.
Want to know where to invest $1,000 right now? Let me tell you something. You know what? We are trends and then finding stocks that can benefit from an explosive way. Stocks like Amazon and the e-commerce revolution, I recommend up over 20,000%, or Netflix and the streaming trend up 26,000%, or Booking Holdings and the online travel explosion up over 8,000%. All which are strong, long-term, diversified we want you to as well. So what are we seeing today? Might be the next big world-changing trend. Well, it's 5G. Holds up. Could be right here, somewhere around this inflection point. That would mean it's potentially poised to explode with opportunity, and I think it could be a great place to invest $1,000 right now. But of course, you have to ask, well, which stock? To answer that, let's think about why 5G appears to be such a game changer, and talk a bit more about this concept of an inflection point. This chart shows you how some tech sectors like e-commerce accelerated like a rocket off an inflection point that was the beginning of the COVID lockdown. We call such an inflection point Phase 2, when stock gains that previously took more than a decade of painstaking work are achieved in just weeks of time. We've seen this happen before, and in a more predictable manner. New technologies like the internet and smartphones because their own rocket-like Phase 2 inflection points. They're amazing charts, aren't they? The gains by investors taking advantage could have been phenomenal. Which brings me to the reason for this message to you today. I think 5G is pulling us out right here for one good reason. It's all because of Apple announcing their first ever 5G iPhone. And so, while maybe you've heard about 5G and good before, it's now moving into the mainstream, and experts predict it could potentially impact $13.2 billion in global sales on an annual basis. The numbers behind this potential are simply massive. By mid-next decade, it's estimated that 5G could enable sales that are 70 times greater than all of big data sales in 2019, and 22 times greater than the sales from all of e-commerce in 2019. This appears to be a game changer for investors. But what to invest? Believe me, I think you can do a lot worse with your $1,000 than investing it in Apple. In fact, consider that a gift to you, a free stock pick that is a current recommendation in many of our
5 lives left.
But while you consider Apple, here is and one I think is great for small investors like us. While a lot of people are eyeing some of the more obvious names like Apple or Samsung, Verizon, etc., here's why I think the smart money is doing something different. That's homing in on smaller stocks that are out of the public eye and that serve the 5G industry in a unique way that few and he can replicate. In other words, as smaller companies, they have much more room to grow than Apple, which is up over 2,000% since the Motley Fool first recommended members buy shares. The problem is Apple's market would have to grow larger than the entire GDP of the United States if it was to increase by that amount again.
5 enemies
Fortunately,
remaining.
the Motley Fool and
Double
their team
kill.
of experts have their fingers on the pulse of 5G. And they've identified one under the radar telecommunications company that's cleverly positioned itself to its business model and technology. It's a company that can benefit no matter who wins among the big carriers I just mentioned. Now, you'll rarely see fans in the financial media mention this company in connection with 5G, which is even better for us, because it's quietly making moves that could see its stock rocket ahead as 5G goes mainstream. If you're wondering why you should trust the Motley Fool team, their actual verified results may help. In fact, their ability to spot tech trends before they take off speaks for itself. Perhaps you've heard about some of their early calls on AOL, a 100-bagger, and the huge gains at Amazon.com that I told you about earlier. But maybe not their more recent recommendations like the ones you're seeing here. The bottom line is that the Motley Fool is beating the S&P 500's returns by an incredible 4-to-1 margin since its inception. Which brings me back to the 5G play that could be right underneath our noses today. At this potentially historic moment, this stock really has our attention. That's why we decided to release the special report 5G on the Launchpad, an investor's guide to this once-in-a-lifetime business disruption. It not only includes the name and ticker symbol of the unique company I've been talking about, but gives you 2 other recommendations with the potential for big profits.
Killing spree.
5G
Killionaire.
It's free to you just for trying out the Motley Fool.
Triple kill.
Everything double guaranteed. To learn more about this and the revolutionary potential of the 5G industry, all you have to do is click the box and enter your email. Because if you're as excited as I am about the 5G boom, this could be just what you're looking for. The number one regret we hear from investors is not getting started soon enough. Don't look back 5 years from now regretting that you failed to act today before the 5G boom rolls across the country. Simply enter your email to learn more about 5G on the Launchpad and the Motley Fool before this offer goes away.
Almost every guitar player trying to learn lead guitar is doing it the hard way. I know this may sound controversial, but here's how to play by feel starting point.
There's a terrible curse that plagues guitar players once they reach the intermediate stage. I call it guitar playing limbo. It's like a frustrating rut where you get stuck somewhere between playing the same old bits and pieces of songs and trying to navigate your way across the desert of guitar playing so you can freely explore the net with confidence. There's that missing link, that one missing puzzle piece that hasn't quite bridged the gap and connected all the dots.
Reinforcements.
Yet it's that missing piece that reveals the why behind what you're doing so you can freely move up and down the neck, and it's the very same missing link which explains how the pros make it look so easy. Would you like to know what it is? Well, first, let me tell you what it's not. You won't find it by studying pentatonic scales, the cage system, or any other guitar theory. It doesn't require you to practice 15 hours a day before you can ever become a good guitar player, and it has almost nothing to do with whether or not you have natural talent, or age, or even the size and shape of your fingers. That's because the key that unlocks the door to freedom on guitar is already inside you. Once you have this aha for yourself, you'll instantly become more confident in yourself, more excited about how far your guitar playing can go. You'll be able to hear a song, jam with other musicians, or just sit around a campfire and instantly start playing along and sounding good without ever having to think about it. Even if that sounds hard to believe that you could do that right now. My name is Jonathan Boyd, and after 23 years of playing and teaching guitar professionally, nothing makes me happier than to see the look on a guitar player's face when they finally connect these dots. When they realize they're no longer limited to just a few frets. They're no longer stuck in patterns and boxes, and their playing no longer has to sound mechanical or dull Or Jeremiah Bishop said, it's like the guitar version of the Rosetta Stone. I can now read the language of the fretboard. And right now, I want to help you have the same revelation so you can finally play guitar the way you always wanted. The link on this video will take you to a page where you can get my brand new course, Ultimate Lead Guitar Light Bulb Moment. Just click that link